I just wanted to send in my testimony for the scalar work that Elise has been doing. I ordered my first, the first primary clearing on February 23rd. Actually, I had wanted to do it for a couple of days, and for some reason I said to myself that I should wait. And I waited a few days until I thought, well, okay, I think it's all right now. And it turned out that it was the first day of her new script, the new and improved script for the household clearing. And so we lucked out on that one. And the reason I had purchased it was because my significant other, my boyfriend of many years, had an incident the year before where he had been unjustly fired. He was given a large settlement, so it shouldn't, and he also knew somebody where he could have gotten the same job, same level, and started over. But for some reason in his family, between him and his twin brother, there was a lot of depression and suicide attempts, things like that. So, but even so, he hadn't been that bad. So when he started showing signs of suicidal ideation, I got really worried. I mean, I really just couldn't believe it, because I just don't believe that people, I just can't imagine somebody that would get that desperate that they would want to kill themselves, especially when, you know, they have support, they have a good job, they can move on and things like that. I just didn't understand his position, but I very quickly figured it out, and he was not kidding. He had a rope, he had a knife, he had a couple 4 or 5 pounds of sodium hydroxide poison. He is a chemist, so he knows what he was doing. He was not fooling around. And anyway, so it took me about 3 months to talk him away from that and get him to contact his friend for the new job to move. And I moved him in the midst of the COVID bullshit. And then you can mark that out. And in the end, you know, I dropped him off in the new town, came back and moved us. But it actually took a really big toll on me, because it was so stressful for me to consider. I mean, like, I told him literally that he could not commit suicide because it would change me forever if I had to find his lifeless body, especially in the manners that he had intended to go. It was just, no, I said, you know, no, you couldn't do that to me. That's not right. And he finally came around. I'm not ashamed of putting it that way. He needed something to live for. And anyway, so I got him through that. We moved, but still he was like locking himself in his bedroom a lot. He was really short-tempered. He was, you know, worried, and it just really, both of us this time were feeling the stress. And so anyway, I paid for it in February, and almost immediately, and this is summer in South America, in February, and he immediately said, hey, yeah, on the weekend, he's like, hey, let's go to the beach. It's only a couple blocks away, but we drive to our favorite beach. And he insisted on going to the beach every weekend since then for like a good 5 months. And the atmosphere in the house totally lightened up. Things got better and better and better. And it was really nice. And then about 6 months later, things started to falter a bit, and I know that there was a lot of dirt. You know, there was a lot of old stuff. There was a lot of bleed through from past lives or whatever. And so I was not opposed to doing a touch-up, another one, because his whole family and the South American community down here, they're very into. They accuse other people of doing black magic on them, and they believe that it can do things to them, and I'm like, it can't do anything to you if you don't believe it, and etc. But they were very involved in the whole thing, so I wasn't we went ahead and did it again in August, and again he immediately said, "Hey, what are we doing here? Let's go to the beach." And things started lightening up. Actually, he's gotten, I mean, his sense of humor returned. He's constantly joking. And before, when he was depressed, they were bad jokes, you know, like when they were really bad jokes. Now his jokes are just so much funnier. He's lightened up so much, and you wouldn't consider he's the same guy. So, and along the way, we've done a couple other little ones here and there, but we were very happy with it. I just haven't done the testimonial because there are no really pretty places to go around here. You know, where we live, we don't have any vegetation, some things like that. You know, but anyway. So I finally decided to do it while I'm sitting here waiting for some parts to come in at the Nissan dealership. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to say I'm very happy with the results. I have every confidence in the cleaning. We see people in our daily lives where we really wish we could pay to have them get the same clearing for their house, like his twin brother having a hard time, and we're just like, oh God, I wish we could just pay for him. My daughter, everyone, I mean, a lot of people I know who have problems. I really sincerely believe that this would really work for them, to get rid of some of the old garbage out of their life, you know, and kind of clear up their head. And he says, you know, he was not thinking right, and it really cleared his head. I asked him what he thought. He said it was fantastic. It cleared his head. It stopped the negative thinking and stuff like that. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.